Now we are going to start with another unit, that is the wastewater story. So before we do that, and you are also familiar because we like previously also we finished with the water unit only, but still for to make you more familiar with the content, I am starting with the basic. So water is H2O. Water is H2O. It is a natural resource. That means it occurs naturally. But now, like every water which you are using is not a pure water. There are certain characteristics which is being fulfilled by pure water and which are not possessed by the impure water. So how we can differentiate between the pure water and the impure water? First is, pure water has no smell. No means you won't get a pleasant smell, you won't get a dirty smell, you are not going to get any kind of smell from the pure water. Second, it will be tasteless, no taste. It won't taste bitter, it won't taste sour, it won't taste salty. No kind of taste is there in the pure water. Third, it is colorless, completely colorless. Fourth, it doesn't have any dirt or germ as its constituents. So if you have a water in a cup or anywhere, and if it fulfill these you can say characteristics, so that means it is a pure water. And the water which has these kind of characteristics, it is called as potable water. That means fit for drinking purpose. Fit for drinking purpose. So this is how you differentiate between pure water and an impure water. Now, like if you go to some public park and you just open the tap, so the water which is coming out from the tap is you see that it doesn't have these kind of characteristics. It appears to be little muddy also. It appears to be you can say it has a certain kind of color also, and moreover you see that it doesn't possess actually the characteristics as we have discussed now. So you know that that water is actually not a pure water. Now what are the substances which you can generally found in that water, that in impure water? First, it is the sewage. So we have seen that as a result of bathing, cooking, washing clothes, they all pollute water. They all pollute water, and this sewage is you can say disposed into water from different places, like from schools, hospitals, market, from any community area. It is being disposed, and it is continuously disposed into water bodies, and there is a chance, and not a chance, it is definitely that it contains some of the particles due to the sewage also. So this is the one thing that you get in that impure water. Second is, you may encounter some insoluble chemical waste. See, we have seen that there are certain water insoluble waste, like the waste from the industries, waste from the agriculture. They all just when they enter into any water body, they form the sediment there. They keep on forming the sediment, and due to that sediment formation, the water reservoir actually appears to be shallower. And you know that this is the reason of behind the floods also, because when the sediments go on depositing inside, and there are so many layers which keep on forming, so water level keep on rising, and that can lead to a flood also. And you know that if the floods will occur, it will create a huge loss also, and it is again a huge wastage of a natural resource also. So this is the second thing which can be there. Third is the soluble chemical waste can be there. Soluble chemical waste, that means some chemical substances, they are not insoluble, they don't form sediment, but still they are considered as a pollutant, like soaps, detergents, fertilizers. When means they can be disposed into water bodies, and that water may contain these things also. And you know that excessive disposal of these kind of soluble chemical substance into water can actually leads to water bloom. Can lead to water bloom. What is water bloom? It is excess growth of algae in water body. Excess growth of algae in water body, and due to that excess growth, it is called as water bloom. And you know that what does it, how it have an adverse effect on water body? It leads to eutrophication. It leads to eutrophication. So now what is eutrophication? See, water bloom and eutrophication is somehow linked. When excessive soluble chemical waste is disposed into water, it leads to excessive growth of algae. Then when there is an excessive growth of algae, algae actually utilizes the oxygen for photosynthesis. So it will take up all the oxygen which is present in the water body, and that means the oxygen level of the water body will fall down. And when the oxygen level, dissolved oxygen will just fall down, then how the aquatic animals will survive? Because they also need oxygen for respiration. So how they will get that? So obviously this is called as eutrophication. So if you get a question like that, you need to write excessive disposal of soluble chemical waste into water body leads to water bloom, that is excess growth of algae. As a result, dissolved oxygen level falls down and aquatic life also suffers because they don't get that oxygen for respiration, and that is the reason that they start dying. So this is the eutrophication. So these things are, you can say that, major things which are present in the water, which are making the water from pure to impure. And so these are the basic things. So we have seen that the basic sources which are polluting the water is domestic waste, like the garbage or anything, you can say a bathroom waste or a kitchen waste, or like that's a hospital waste. Everything contains certain kind of waste. So that waste which enters into a water body, so it is creating a pollution there. Second is industrial waste. Third is agriculture waste. Agriculture waste like fertilizers, insecticides, we use a lot of chemicals there also. And it may be oil spills also. Sometimes there is a leakage from the oil tanker, so the oil just flows out and it covers the large area on the water body. So that is again you can say a cause of the water pollution. So these are the basic sources, and we have discussed these are the basic substances which are just making the water impure, right? Now we'll do that how we can actually purify it. So for now, just try to sum them up, learn them up. Then we'll start with another topic, because when you do a chapter in parts, it make you more you can say more knowledgeable in that case. So just try to do it first, then start with another slide.